Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They've got a 1st and 10 from the 10. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Juju Smith shoots. The intended receiver that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Mahomes going to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives him...
And it's caught. Touchdown. Well done there. You've earned your 2nd star plus a Juju wide receiver item. Remember to put him in your lineup. And Juju is taking...
Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard from your mom to your pops to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like yeah. Whole squad like what? In the field like yeah. All day like yeah. All night like what? Whole squad like yeah. In the field like yeah.
Now on EA Sports as we welcome you to Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. It's the Panthers in control of the football as we get back to the action in the first quarter. Third and long, it's Newton. Wide open receiver complete. Past the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes as his guys have now moved out in front.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Graham Gano on for the extra point. And oh, he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there. And
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but, boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Panthers coming back onto the field. We discussed Kyle Allen earlier and the loss of Cam Newton beginning of the season. They lost their first 2 games with Cam, then won 5 of 6 under Kyle Allen until the late season swoon that ultimately cost head coach Ron Rivera his job, Charles.
And we have to remember that when Cam lost those first 2 games, he was actually playing hurt and just tried his best to go. And I think we ought to applaud him for trying to get out there with his team. But that team now will retool. There will be a new head coach in Carolina for the 2020 season. They have to make some decisions about whether Cam's going to be the quarterback or not. And also on the defensive side of the ball, they'll need to fill in a few different...
That's caught at the 25. Look at this. Middle of the field, a breakaway. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Graham Gano on for the extra point. Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
Break the neck. 180. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school. Like that.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 9. Mayfield to throw it. And that will be incomplete. By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays, I'm eking over in your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary here. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now Newton on first down. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
DJ Moore went through some ups and downs his rookie season, but really came on strong late in the year. Finished with 55 catches, the most among Panthers not named Christian McCaffrey. And now with Devin Funchess gone to Indianapolis, he's going to be the true WR1 for the Panthers.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Newton. And that is intercepted by the Pro Bowl cornerback Denzel Ward. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. CD, with that incompletion, let's talk AFC playoff picture. I think you and I agree that if you put together any sort of power rankings, we'd put Baltimore #1, certainly in the AFC. But you look ahead to the playoffs getting started on January 4th. Who do you see as their main competitor for that Lamar Hunt trophy? Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Brian Burns just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Mayfield throwing quickly out to Beckham. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put him on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden
he rifles one that's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
what you just saw there, first-round talent, second year, even more success. A pick 6 for a touchdown.
A great play. And it's tough for these guys, you've told me before, to adjust in the secondary as a first-year guy. So that sophomore season, it's big for them.
They really started to expand the playbook for them even more. Sometimes they dumb it down a little bit to make them comfortable year one. By year 2, they should have all the nuances, and now they've adjusted to the speed of NFL play as well. Showed right there. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. A lot of the problems have been on the other side of the ball. Is that frustrating for a quarterback who's been playing well?
It is, but there's no way that the best ones let their teammates know that. They actually take it upon themselves and say, okay, I have to do even more, or I need to play better. Maybe even say I put my defense in a bad spot. That's what true leadership shows you.
Yeah, well, he doesn't need to change much personally. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. With that incompletion, you know, Charles, one of the big storylines in the final few weeks of the season lies in the AFC South. Tennessee and Houston battling back and forth. Houston won round 1, week 15, a victory in Nashville. But which of those two teams do you think has the potential to go deeper in the playoffs?
Well, Tennessee just lost at home to Houston, and now we'll have to go on the road to play them again in week 17. So I would say, on the surface, you would think Houston. They have the quarterback as well in Deshaun Watson that scares everyone. But I'm picking Tennessee as the team that could go deeper because of their defense. That's really a top 5 defense on any given Sunday. Their ability to rush the passer, their ability to play the ball in the air. I like that Tennessee team, and I think Ryan Tannehill, the switch to him at quarterback, has really energized that club.
Carolina getting set to take the field. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
They start on the ground with McCaffrey. I don't know what was going on there, but the end result, this is going to be a safety. Well, I'm not totally privy to what went on with their offensive meetings, but, Charles, something tells me that one wasn't in the plan.
Yeah, when we had our production meeting, they didn't exactly share that with us, but I'm pretty sure that on the play sheet, the run backwards into your own end zone play was not written down.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Cleveland Browns ready to set up shop for their next drive, and this is a Browns team, Charles, that has been on a roller coaster ride this year. Entered the season with all those expectations. One bright spot's been Nick Chubb. He's been great at running back. He's in contention for the rushing title, but they didn't string together back-to-back wins until week 11, and they've just been treading water all season. And get this, they're not going to finish above 500 this year. The last time that the Browns were above 500, 2007.
And just think that would have been, or let me rephrase that, that should have been a heck of a goal for this franchise. To show considerable growth, right? Move above 500 and show that they're going to be a contender for years to come. But things really got out of whack in the offseason. All of a sudden, people were talking Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got there, all right? Even with hindsight, you're like, how was that discussion coming up? But it was. Super Bowl, playoffs, all of that. So now it looks like a major disappointment when they could actually finish 500, which should show growth.
Well, sometimes expectations come, but for not the right reason. I mean, Baker Mayfield, he's a guy that makes a lot of headlines, OBJ, and a lot of drama this year. Sometimes those headlines weren't for the right reasons.
Exactly, and we have to remember, and we should have seen it coming, that we should have tempered things. Second-year quarterback, rookie head coach, meshing with new players and new talent on both sides of the ball. That usually takes time. We were looking for the quick fix.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield looks to throw, and a throw there going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
That's it, baby. We gon' work.
Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now it's Newton. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. To throw again. Newton, he's going to air one out. This is caught. Touchdown, Carolina. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Browns are able to cover this one up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right...
And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Out come the Panthers. They'll have it first on offense in the 3rd quarter. And they had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again. Newton. He's going to air one out. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done. This is caught at the 20. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Newton throwing again. And it's caught. No gain.